All right, here's some fun stuff I'm getting to work on. I got a hand frame roof up here, and I've got 412 and 1012 pitches, and I've got a great big mother 4-ply 1.75" by 18" mother beam carrying the whole thing. So I'm going to have that going from top of a rake wall here to over there, and that point is in a tall wall on the side of the stairwell. So I am building a wall that I'm going to build up on the floor, drop it down in here. I've got to do the math first to figure everything all out. So you've got to establish what your non-negotiables are first. And the critical detail on this job is that my 412 pitch is sitting on top of an 8'3" wall. So that is right there. And then I've got an I-joist roof with strapping and sheathing on top. So this represents my strapping. Here's my sheathing. This is my 11/7/8 I-joist all the way up there. And then I had to work out the intersection at the peak so that my sheathing planes through perfectly to the top, and worked on my 10-12 pitch and depth from there. I'm leaving the cap plate off so I can build onto this later on. I've got my plates all tacked down, marked out my beam pocket, and my bottom plate way down yonder. I love this stuff. All right, here's a very unusual, unique detail. We have a situation in this roof where there are dormers here. We've got a mixture of 10-12 pitch and 412 pitch. And in one location, we actually have the 10-12 and 412 pitches. They're on the same plane. So we have the look of a dormer, but the walls are actually stacked, which means we have a 10-12 fascia protruding off an exterior wall without any cantilever. So what we've done to support this is we have blocked diagonally between the studs, and we've run outlooks 2x4s down through them and locked them in between, and then blocked in between everything. So there's a ton of strength here, and this is really, really sturdy. So we're actually going to sheet this plane before we stand this wall. We'll sheet the wall here, sheet this little wing roof, and then sheet this dormer portion, and then everything else goes up on top of it. But a unique assembly for this bit of overhang. So we'll get it up, put a brace on it, and we're done. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes, up with the daisy. Oh, yes. Awesome. That thing is great. Okay, let's hold it right there. Joist right there. That's great. What do you say? Oh, fellas, still good? Super. Very good. Thanks, gentlemen. Too easy. Go like that. So this is a measure 10 times and cut once situation. I don't want to buy any 30-foot by 1.75" by 11/7/8 by 18" LVL. Yeah, get it right from the peak there to there. One thing you got to make sure you do for any multiply beam, especially stuff like this, is when you're screwing this thing together, nailing it together, it's got to be sitting flat. If it has got a curve in it, it will stay there. It's like laminating multiple plies for all kinds of, like, think of it building a handrail that's got a curve in it. You got multiple plies, you bend it, you glue it, it doesn't bend back. So get these things sitting flat, and you'll be thanking yourself. Get a view right down the edge of this thing and see how straight that thing is. Sitting on a slab, a floor, or on top of a pile of I-joists is a great idea to get it deadly flat. We're gonna stand this sucker up. So we got bringing in the muscle. Okay, Carly, you can go right to the middle right there. And we're just gonna take this thing, we're gonna stand it up this way. Okay? Yep. It's a big beast. That was a good day. That was a lot of fun. We flew the big beam up there. It's all hanger. You can see there's some funky stuff going on, different heights of hangers because of different pitches of roof that are going up there and down here. And the rake wall is in. There's that funky overhang, run back into the wall, and dormer there, low wall, rake. Yep. Great way to finish off the week. Now we just gotta fill it in. Hard stuff's done. All right, we're putting together an I-joist hand frame roof, combining both 4 and 10/12 pitches and dormers. The method that we're using to create our overhang gives us rafter tail extensions on our webs to get the overhang, and a squash block to support the load that sits on top of the wall. There are web stiffeners at the top that run into the beam and the peak. So we're just about to put the I-joists up, and before I do that, I want to lay out my top cord for my strapping. I'll be doing 2x4 cross strapping over the entire roof. So easy to do that here on the ground, than trying to snap lines up top. So we've got these flushed up. I'm going to score my lines across the top. On video. Come on, you got it. Yes. All right, our joist to wall connection, 2 options. This one with the wedge, we're permitted to do on 4, 12 or less slopes. Beyond that, we got to use mechanical connections. But we cut these nice big wedges out of some 4x4s, ripped them at 18 degrees for our 4/12 pitch. Our joist will bear right on that. Yeah.
I thought something bad had happened.
I know.
Are you kidding?
There we go. Wasn't going nowhere.
Dang.
Boom. Yep. Perfect. side. So we've got a rake wall to build in here. That'll be up to the joist height, and our strapping will fly over top to create the overhang. So and this is a dormer. Same thing there, wall there, overhang. Pretty cool interior space. All sheeted, toe boards, and the rake walls are in here. These are built to the top of joists, so my strapping can go over top and create my overhang. So there's that one, and this one. I'm gonna cut sheets now to sheet these rake walls and get those ready for finishing off this 412 tomorrow. Side all strapped and ready, fascia on. Also laid out all my straps to pull everything 2-dimension, including my exterior wall, and fascia is all straight because the ladders were all cut to length, and then we ran a block down a rip down here to catch the rake wall that Josh is working on over there. So sheet this and put those walls on. All sheeted, toe boards, and the rake walls are in here. These are built to the top of joists, so my strapping can go over top and create my overhang. So there's that one, and this one. I'm gonna cut sheets now to sheet these rake walls and get those ready for finishing off this 412 tomorrow. Okay, time to finish off this last portion of hand-framed roof. We've got everything else all done. We've got a 412 pitch left. I'm cross-strapping this whole thing to give cross ventilation underneath all of the sheathing, so all of the membranes, all the roof areas tied together, and it gets good airflow. So this is an I-joist roof, so there's web stiffeners on either side that go into adjustable pitch hangers. We've got 2-foot Simpson straps over the top, tying the rafters together on both sides. Works like the spine of a book with all the I-joists hanging off of the peak. So strapping goes on with a beveled piece at the bottom, then sub-fascia all the way around, some blocking, and then we sheet it. Oh yeah, there it is. That's not gonna be annoying at all.
What do you think of that rope and harness and stuff?
Gotta have it. Learn to love it. You gotta learn to love it, work with it. Does it create more little minor injuries? Yeah, but it saves you from the big ones. So I have got all of my strapping laid out to set my rafters in place, and all of my rafters are laid out as well. I did that on the ground when I was building these joists in the first place. So we've got a big stack all pre-built down there. Lift them up, nail them on. Up to Summerland. It's beautiful. We have a steam train. All right, the lid is on. 412, 1012, great big beam, ridge vent is all prepped, the rake wall. Get Josh to bang out the interiors next week while I start all the timber work outside. Cool space.